Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Mother Nature has decided to show up here, and rain is sure to have an impact on this game. Ball security will come into play, as both teams will have to deal with some very slippery conditions. It's the Ravens going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Tate. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just when you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Again, they run with Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Underneath here to Hill. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. This will be caught at about the 6. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
That next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the...
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now Ryan on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Dez Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Hill running right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. 3rd and long, it's Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Bryant, the man in motion right. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, it's Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On the return, it's Tate. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And on 2nd and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down carry, it's Hill. And he's got room. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offensive coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on 1st down. Hill. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. They'll
try the air now with Locke. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Out of the gun, Luck. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And some space here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 67 yards. They go play action with Ryan. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down now, Hill. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. He's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Love. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Ryan. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So the D-line's going to spread out.
There we go. Check nickel. Ready? Hey, let's go. There we go.
They snap it at one. Now Ryan. Going deep here for Bryant. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Ryan. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. So we reach the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Luck now to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now Luck. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Now Ryan on first down. And he finds the tight end Rodgers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On the counter, here's Bell. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of.
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Ryan Shazier in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. On 1st down, Ryan. And that's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Another score from around the league, meanwhile, up in Cleveland. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now a 1st down following that long gain. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
You got him. You got him. Single receiver. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Another score from around the league, meanwhile, up in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. A shotgun snap for Love. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now. Ryan on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. On second down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. In motion left comes Bryant. Here's Ryan. Bryant with a catch right side. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And some room to maneuver. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, here's Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing is Love. The quick slant caught, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
This is similar to baseball, where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And it's up and good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down. Ryan going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Being chased out left. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They go play action here on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A give to Bell. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the ball comes loose, and the Ravens have got it.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff looking right. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Luck now to throw. And down he'll go at the 25. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.